Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sasha. If you guys are new here, welcome. I'm a professional makeup artist and content creator based in New York City. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury makeup. If you guys don't know who Charlotte Tilbury is, she is a legendary makeup artist based in the UK, and she is really known for her Hollywood glamour looks. So today I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on how I got this look. I would say the eyes are very bronzy and gold, skin is very dewy and glowy, and we have a very classic kind of neutral lip. So if you guys are interested in how I got this look and you want to know a little bit more about Charlotte Tilbury, then keep on watching. I'm going to start off with her famous Magic Cream. This is an anti-aging moisturizer that's very hydrating, and if you've ever seen Charlotte do makeup, this is how she preps all of her model skin. This is a very rich cream, so perfect for those that have normal to dry skin. If you have oily skin, you might want to be a little bit careful, but this is very nourishing on the skin, and it just gives your skin this really nice, beautiful glow, and it's just the perfect base for underneath your makeup. Next, I'm going in with Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. So what this is a multitasking product. You can use it as a primer, you can use it over your foundation, you can also use it as a highlighter. I love using it for all three, but it just gives your skin this really pretty, dewy, glowy finish, and it looks so pretty underneath foundation. Next, I'm going in with AIRBRUSH Flawless Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation with a natural matte finish, and the shade that I'm wearing is number 7 Warm, which is my perfect shade. And what I love about this foundation is that it really makes my skin look really airbrushed, and it just covers everything. I'm also using the foundation to spot conceal any areas that need a little bit more coverage, and I'm also making sure that I get my neck as well. Next, I'm going in with Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I'm in the shade 5.5 Medium, and this concealer is pretty unique. It has a sponge tip applicator, and it's also retractable. I'm just applying a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes to bring some brightness. I do love this concealer because it covers everything, and it really does get rid of dark circles. The only thing that I don't like about it is the packaging. It's actually really hard to get product out of the sponge tip, and no matter how many times I click it, I hardly get any product out. So that is always kind of an issue for me. I was finally able to get a little bit more product out of this concealer, so now I'm just blending it all out. I'm also going in with another concealer from another brand because I just needed a little bit more coverage than what I was getting from the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. Now I'm just buffing everything out with my foundation brush and making sure everything is nice and blended. And this is the result of my skin with all the base products and the foundation and concealer that I used so far. Moving on to eyes, I'm using a concealer as my eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite way to prime my eyes. No need to buy a separate eyeshadow primer. This works amazing. And I'm also taking a little bit of loose translucent setting powder to set my eyeshadow primer. This is going to prevent it from creasing, and it also will make your eyeshadows last all day long. For my eyeshadows, I'll be using the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette, and I'm going to start off with this soft brown matte shade as my crease color, and I'm going to start in the outer crease of my eye and work that into my crease using a blending brush. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions, making sure everything is nice and blended. I'm also picking up that same soft matte brown shade and adding a little bit more to the outer corner of my eye. I'm also sweeping that color kind of outwards to give me this nice elongated shape, and I'm doing the exact same thing here on the other side. Next, I'm taking a pencil brush and using the exact same shade that I used in my crease, and I'm applying that right underneath my lash line, and this is just going to tie the whole look together. It's also going to create a really nice warm base for the rest of your eyeshadows. Next, I'm going in with this reddish brown shade from the palette, and I'm going to apply this on the outer corner of my eye. This time I'm using a more dense blending brush, and this is going to create a little bit more definition. And as you can see, the shape that I'm applying on the outer corner of my eye is sort of a V shape. Now I'm picking up this purple shade from the palette, and I'm adding that again on the outer corner of my eye to create a little bit more definition, this time applying it all over my crease and just making sure everything is nice and blended. Next, I'm taking the Luxury palette in Copper Charge, and I'm applying this bronzy shade all over my eyelid using my fingers. This is the best way to apply metallic shades. You'll get less fallout and you'll get a lot more pigment out of it. And I'm also applying this all over my crease and on my brow bone as well. Next, I'm taking her Rock & KOHL Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil in the shade Barbarella Brown. This is my absolute favorite pencil eyeliner. I love using this for a smudgy eyeliner, and it goes on very creamy, and it doesn't have a lot of playtime, so you do want to go in with a brush right away and start smudging out those lines. And for this look, I'm going for a smudgy wing liner, but I'm not bringing that liner all the way into the corner of my eye. I'm just applying it until the middle of my eye, and this is going to really elongate my eye and going to give me a nice little lift. And I'm just doing the exact same thing here on the other side. And when I apply that line, I don't like to go too far out, because once I start smudging it, I can start bringing that liner out a little bit more. And the brush that I'm using is a smudger brush that's flat and it has like a rounded tip. It's perfect for smudging, and it also is perfect for kind of defining the eyeliner as well. And here is the final result of the eyeliner. And I'm just curling my lashes before mascara, and the mascara that I'm using is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I absolutely love this mascara. This was in my favorite makeup of 2020, and it has a really unique brush. One side is completely flat and the other side has bristles, and there's a very specific way to apply this mascara. There's actually directions on the box. You don't want to just apply it like you would apply a regular mascara. It's very specific, but what I love about this mascara is that it's super volumizing. But this really lengthens your lashes and it volumizes them at the same time. Usually mascaras are like one or the other, but this does everything, and it also curls up your lashes as you're putting the mascara on, which is amazing. Now I'm going in with a loose translucent setting powder from another brand, and I'm setting my under eye concealer. I'm also going to set my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on the sides of my nose as well, anywhere where I tend to get a little bit oily. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite products from her line. This is the AIRBRUSH Flawless Finish Powder in number 2 medium, and this is a setting powder which I'm going to be using to set everywhere else on my face where I didn't use my loose translucent setting powder. And as you can see, it just adds a little bit more dimension on my face. I call this powdering strategically, and it really does make a difference in how your skin turns out. Sometimes when you just powder with a loose setting powder all over, it can tend to make your skin look very flat, but I find that this will add some dimension. Next, I'm going in with the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight Palette in the shade Fair Medium. To me, this is a hybrid of a contour powder and a bronzer in one. So I'm using this to contour my cheeks, my forehead, around my jawline, and I'm also using an angled contour brush to do that with. Next, I'm taking a big powder brush and just blending all of that in, making sure all the lines are nice and diffused, kind of like how I would blend in my bronzer. Next, I'm going back to that contour powder and using a blending brush to contour my nose. So I'm going to start on the sides of my nose, and I'm also going to bring that up to my eyebrows to make sure everything is nice and connected. And I'm also going to create a little U shape on the end of my nose, and this is going to really define my nose. Next, I'm taking my concealer brush. You can use a clean brush that has no product on it as well, and I'm just blending in those lines, almost sort of erasing them and making sure there are no harsh lines, and just making sure everything looks a little more natural. I'm going back to that luxury palette and taking that champagne shade and applying that in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm also going to apply that on my brow bone as well to give me a nice little highlight, and I just love the way that this looks, and I'm applying that on the other side as well. Now I'm just taking my eyelash curler and recurling my eyes now that my mascara is dry. I don't actually recommend doing this, but this is something I've been doing for so long, and it's the only thing that really makes a huge difference. As you can tell, it just really curls them up. So I do recommend just being really careful if you do this, because you could really yank out lashes, which is not good. For my blush, I'm using her Cheek to Chic in the shade Walk of Shame, which is a gorgeous rosy shade that has a highlighter in it. And I'm applying this from the apples of my cheeks all the way up to my temples. And this is going to just give me a really nice color. And as you guys can see, it has like a nice sheen to it because of the highlighter inside. and it just gives a really nice glow all over your cheeks, and I absolutely love this color. I'm also applying a little bit on my nose as well. If you guys have not tried that yet, definitely try it out. It really just ties the whole look together. I'm also applying a little bit on my forehead as well. Moving on to lips, I'm using her Lip Cheat in the shade Iconic Nude. This is one of my holy grail lip liners. This is really the perfect neutral lip liner that goes with so many different shades, and this is just the perfect lip liner to enhance the shape of your lips. It just makes them look really natural, and I love applying a little bit in the inner corners as well to just kind of blend everything. Next, I'm going in with Pillow Talk lipstick, which is probably her most popular product from the line, and this comes in 2 shades. So the one I'm using is Pillow Talk, and there is Pillow Talk Medium for deeper skin tones. But what makes this lipstick so unique is the fact that it's the perfect pink nude lipstick, and it really does go well with different skin tones. And I definitely have used this on so many of my clients. It looks amazing. I'm going back in with the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. I initially used this as a primer, and this time I'm using this as a highlighter, and I'm going to be applying this all over my face, starting on the high points of my cheeks. Also going to be applying it on my nose and just anywhere where I want that nice glow all over my skin. And what I love about this highlighter is that it doesn't look sparkly, it doesn't look too glittery, it just looks really natural, and it just gives me this really beautiful glow. I'm pretty much done with my makeup, but I always like to look back and see what I want to add more of. So I'm just adding a little bit of clear gloss from another brand. I just want really shiny, juicy lips. And I'm also adding a little bit more highlighter on the inner corners of my eyes as well as my eyebrows. I always just like to do this at the end to make sure everything looks exactly how I want it. I also decided last minute that I wanted to add a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline and tight line on top as well, just to give my eyes a little more definition. Right guys, this is the final look. I hope you like the way it turned out. I didn't really know where I was going with this, but I love the way that this turned out, and this is definitely something that I would wear on a night out. It's very glam. I feel like this is something that I would kind of see on their brand page, except obviously I'm not a model, and on her Instagram she has beautiful models, but I feel like this look is very Charlotte Tilbury. If you guys enjoy these one brand tutorials, definitely let me know and I will do more in the future. If you have a certain brand in mind, leave a comment down below. I may have a lot of products from that brand. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you're subscribed so you can see more videos like this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!